Welcome to another edition of Breaking Even, where amateurs stay amateurs. I'm your host, Huss, with my amateur buddy, Jung. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
You and I.
I think you invented notes never ever before heard in music.
How you doing, Jung?
Very good, very good. We feel very lonely today.
Just the two of us.
Where's the other guys? Where's Chev?
Chev actually got his first win, so he's out on a bender for a whole week. So we wait to
He
see.
couldn't get out of bed. And Moose, what happened to Moose?
Moose got whipped, so he's back in his cage, I guess.
There was no challenge for his wife to let him out this week. So it's just going to be us two.
It is.
All right, let's have a bit of fun today.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well, with all that out the way, let's get straight into it, guys. We're going to run through the games.
Yep, all right.
And talk about them. So Friday night, we've got St Kilda versus Port Adelaide.
St Kilda. I think St Kilda's going to go in the top.
I think they're still going to retain their spot too. Yeah.
Some of the key players for that game, I think Steele coming back. His first game, he did pretty bad. And it's Steele-like. But getting a bit of fitness back into him, he should be a key player in that one for me.
Yep. I reckon Connie Rosie will continue the performance from last week, so he'll be right up there as well.
Nice. Yep.
Moving on, for the first game for Saturday, the Lions taking on Freo. I've got the Lions for this one.
Yeah, Lions. Freo are pretty bad at the moment. And especially them playing away, they're not going to go anywhere near it. And I was hearing on the radio today where they're pretty much their best player, which we all know, is Sarong, right? But it drops off from there when it comes to all the stats. It just drops off completely. So they've only got Sarong really helping them. So they're done. Lions.
Really sad to see Andrew as a Brayshaw, is it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. From last season to this season, it's very, very sad to see.
So he needs to find that consistency. Yeah.
I'll definitely be VCing Dunkley on that one.
Oh, yep.
Any captain choices there for you?
Yeah, I brought in Dunkley this week.
Oh, congrats.
So potentially, yeah, Dunkley will be a very top choice for VC. But there'll be probably better players in the next few games. But yeah, Dunkley will be up there.
Some people are considering and have already traded out the Wilmot.
Yeah, I think. Well,
I reckon he's still good for bench option, but everyone each to their own, I guess.
well, there's not a lot of options. This year, rookies are really low in quality, and the amount of rookies, there isn't a lot. So sometimes you probably just have to take the risk and keep one in so you can have them on the bench. So yeah, I think Wilmot, for me, will probably stay.
I'll keep him as well. On the bubble for Freo, Corey Wagner, mature age player.
Yep.
Does he get another week?
Oh, I think you have to bring him in. Wagner, you bring him in, and who's the other one? Sturt?
Sam Sturt.
Yeah, so those two, I think, with the limited, like I just said, limited rookies that we have, we bring them in. I think you have to, where you can.
No dramas. The next game, the Swans at home at the SCG taking on GWS, the Clash of Sydney. Who do you reckon?
Oh, Swans just got belted. When you said they were going to win.
I said that they have a great track record in Geelong, and it absolutely backfired. So before any of you jumped into the chat on WhatsApp, I just messaged and said, well, there goes that stat.
100 points, or nearly 100 points. I'm going to go GWS.
I think that GWS do get the job done too.
I think it hits you pretty hard to lose by 100 points, and I think they're not going to recover from it. I think for a few weeks. So GWS is going to get them. I think.
Franklin's still missing.
Well, there's talk of Franklin coming back in. You know, we already know. We already know until the teams get announced. But there is talk about Franklin coming in, McCartan, not Paddy, his brother, coming back in. So that could help out a lot. However, I think GWS should still win it, and Kelly played well.
The Porsche,
this
second
week.
one, is it?
The Rolls Royce.
The Rolls Royce.
Unfortunately for Chev, it was a week too late.
He's still crying about it.
But he did well, so he's gonna probably score well again. So yeah, I reckon that's a key player there for Kelly. There's no downgrade options or anything for GWS. I think maybe Peatling, you probably bring him in.
There's is it the Cadman at the forward line.
Oh yeah, but he didn't
He's-
do that well.
Yeah, he hasn't done well, and he's on
Yeah.
200,000 to bring in. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't take that risk personally.
But I think if you wanted to bring anyone in for GWS, will be O'Halloran and Peatling are the two that you can bring in that are rookie price, and you can bring them in to kind of get yourself some cash. For me,
No dramas. The Dogs taking on the Hawks at Marvel.
oh, that's going to be a good game.
It's going to be
I
an
mean-
interesting game.
Bulldogs came out really well last week, and I don't think Hawks will have the firepower to beat the Doggies.
I think what I said to Bevo about 3 or 4 weeks ago about possibly getting the axe, I think he's taken it on personally, and he's teaching me a lesson.
He watched it. He heard you.
He definitely heard me, or someone from the club mentioned the video. So
Yeah.
I'll back you this week as well, Bevo. I think they'll get it done.
But I think this week is captain, vice captain. Either one, it has to be Bont, right?
I think a lot of players and coaches will be picking.
It has to be. Like I don't think he will be at the top of everyone's list. He normally he scored 180 odd, but his highest score against the Hawks has been roughly about 160 odd points.
Oof.
Right. His average though against the Hawks has been pretty bad. So it's been about 98, 96, 98. But I would say that was against the Hawks who had the three-peat. So that team, right? So I wouldn't worry about the average against the Hawks so much because it's a very different Hawks team. And I think Bont will come out and it's going to score pretty high.
Any downgrade options for the Dogs or the Hawks?
Well, one. There's only one that's on the tip of
The
everyone's
top of the list.
mouth, tip of everyone's mouth. I don't know, whatever. But Seamus Mitchell
Yes.
is the one. I think everyone will bring him in. He'll be right at the top of everyone's
I'm pretty
list.
sure he'll get named. The coach loves him as well.
Yep.
So I think he's got a good role as well.
Yep. So he will come into everyone's list, everyone's team
Mhm.
for sure.
No dramas. Well, they just got on top. The D's playing the Kangas. Where do we go from here?
I think this might be another Geelong Sydney situation where Melbourne will smash the Kangaroos.
90 plus again?
Oh, to be called, but I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
I think Melbourne get the job done and pretty convincingly as well.
Yep.
Any players to look out for here?
Oh, Oliver. Oliver is the main guy I would think that will be on top of everyone's list. Gawn came back, maybe Gawn, but he didn't really have a good game. So I feel like Grundy and Gawn are going to take points away from each other.
Is Grundy going to be hurt from Gawn coming back?
It looked like it was. It looked like it.
He was terrible the first half, wasn't he?
But he scored in the last quarter. Still scored 84. So that's not great, but it's still pretty good. But is Gawn going to be able to score well?
Mm.
So that's what we're going to see. So, but I think Oliver was just a safe choice for that one. Yeah, for me.
North Melbourne, Sheasel. Off game, 53 points, break even on 99. How do we think about it?
So Sheasel is an interesting one, right? So if you guys think about last year, this was probably getting to the point where the teams who were thinking about Dacos, trading out Dacos or not, and a lot of teams didn't trade Dacos out, and they reaped the rewards because he went on to keep scoring over hundreds. And
Was it during the buy round? I
yeah,
think?
during the buy. Like, so we're getting towards that stage now where do we trade out Dacos from last year or not? Sheasel could be that one there. I traded out Dacos. I hated it. I traded him out early. I thought that he was not going to hit his average, but Sheasel's going to be the same one. So I think the teams who make the right decision with Sheasel, either trade him out or keep him, are going to be the ones who get ahead and win their leagues and win the comp. So that's going to be an interesting one. So who knows what's going to happen? For me, I think I'm going to redo my mistake from last year. I'm going to keep him. What about you? What are you going to do?
I think you should give them another week. Always
Yep.
give them 2 weeks. If they not follow up on the third week, then move them on.
Yep.
Which we'll discuss a particular player later for
Yep.
my team.
Cool.
All right, cool. Moving to Optus Stadium for Saturday night. The West Coast Eagles taking on my Baggers.
What a week for
I know.
us to be doing this on our own, right?
What's the chances?
Well, West Coast are going to get done. Like, in all honesty, they will get done. However, if for some miracle
Yeah.
the Eagles win, all Carlton supporters, you guys are going to cop it from me. Cop it.
I don't think I'll be on next week if that's the case.
If for whatever miracle reason they lose, that's it. It's done. I'm going to give everyone so much shit.
Does Gimby get up and get another round in?
Yeah, he'll play. I don't think the Eagles have enough players at the moment to rest him. So they rested him in the back line last week, and he played I think the first half in the back line, and then in the second half, or they started playing him in the middle. So I think that's probably what they're going to be doing. They're going to be resting him in the back line and not have him in the midfield so much. They don't have enough players to rest, so they've got 18 on the injury list or
Wow.
something. So it's
Big list.
yeah. So that's what's going to happen with Jimby.
He doesn't receive much love, but he's a great pod option. Tim Kelly.
I've got Tim Kelly, so I changed him out for Mills, and it's been okay. It's been pretty good. I think he's looking pretty fit, and he's only going to get better, and he's going to be great. So I think I'm going to keep him, and I'll decide on what I want to do with him at the end of the year when I need to bring someone else in if I need to.
Good roundness. All right, we move to our Sunday games. They got flogged by 7 goals in the last quarter. The Bombers. I don't know how you're fourth, but you're still there. And I don't think you'll make the 8. I'll just make that call right now against the Geelong Cats.
Another one of his calls. What is it? I'm going to go. Oh man, I don't know. I've been arguing about this one. I feel like Essendon are going to come back out and fire after what
You reckon
happened
they'll
last week.
fix up their mistakes from this week?
Well, they shouldn't have lost.
No.
They should have won. So, and Cats maybe a bit overconfident. We'll see. I think Essendon. I'm tipping Essendon. Yeah, and that one Merritt
Comes back.
He comes
after
back.
suspension.
So he will be huge for them. He's averaging about 107 for Supercoach. His highest score against the Cats is roughly about 137.
It's amazing.
And he averages against the Cats about 103, right? So he enjoys playing the Cats. So I think he will come out and do well, and he'll score quite high. So he will be a good upgrade option if anyone wants to bring him in. And I won't even worry about it being his first game. I think he'll come in and just do what he does most of the time. What about you?
I was thinking for a cheeky one, Coleman medalist, Jeremy Cameron.
Yep.
To bring him in. Not to particularly VC him or anything, but just have him in the side. He would be a great POD.
I did say yesterday that I thought he was the best player in the comp at the moment. Right, so he's kicked 27 goals or 24 goals. He's on track to kick 100 goals for the year. First time since Buddy Franklin in
amazing.
2000 and producer Vishan Hawthorne supporter 2008 was it? Buddy Franklin kicked 100 goals. Yeah, so
That's a long time.
first time since 2008.
That's 15 years.
So we might have a 100-goal kicker. He's on track. So hopefully he can do it. Maybe, I don't know. Cats.
Will that
don't like
include the
Cats.
finals or without the finals?
No, it'll be everything.
Oh, wow.
It'll include everything.
Yeah, the whole season.
So for the whole season. So we'll see. It'd be good.
Mhm.
I'd love to see the
It would
crowd
be. It's to
come
get
out.
everyone at GMHBA running in, it'll be great, wouldn't it?
I don't think they play there in the finals.
Oh, don't they?
So no.
Oh, they're missing out.
But yeah, anyways. But yeah, I think he's a good pick. I think he's a good player.
A good upgrade there in the defence as well as Tom Stewart at 594 or 96. He's got a break even of 88 as well. So it's not
So
too
Tom
bad.
Stewart, I think, should be in most people's teams by now. So if
I
you
still
don't,
don't have him.
what do you mean?
I don't have him.
Wait, who's in your back line?
I've got Haynes, Day, Wilmot, Dacos, and Ridley. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of in shambles here, to be guys.
Well, if you don't have Stewart already, then you're a shambles. So you bring him in. If you don't have Stewart, bring him in. All right, should have brought him in 2 weeks ago, but bring him in.
Yep.
Don't worry about any other trades. Don't worry about downgrading. Just bring Stewart in. But yeah, that's my tip.
All right. A tip you got wrong last week, the Tigers. I think they'll bounce back. They're up against the Suns.
Tigers should have won that game.
Yeah.
They did an Essendon. So they came out and they were leading. They shouldn't have lost the last quarter. What the hell happened? But
To the Monday as well.
with that is no Miller though. No Miller this week.
No
So I think that they should win this week.
And I think it's been reported that he's out for an extended number of weeks. So we're looking at 6+, possibly.
9, was it a 9?
Was it 9?
9,
Was it?
I don't know, but yeah, it's a long time. So regardless, you're not keeping him in your team.
You have him in your side.
Yep.
Who would you be moving? Possibly for another premium or downgrade?
I am definitely bringing Led this week. I
Nice.
think he's lost enough cash. Would have preferred a bit more cash, but be a straight swap for me for Miller to Led.
Mhm.
Yeah, but what's going to happen with our dangerous Dave that we always talk about, our newcomer who's leading the week? He's the only one who had Noah Anderson. What's going to happen to Noah Anderson now that Miller's gone? Is he going to get better or is he going to get worse?
I think he'll get worse, to be honest.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll see. We'll see if Dave made the right choice.
And a shout out to Tim Taranto. What was it, 144? It's a monster score. Keep it up. The Tigers are on
He's
something.
inconsistent. He's inconsistent, but yeah. But everyone should have him. So I feel like Taranto and Hopper, even though they're inconsistent, everyone should have them. So it's you don't even worry about it. Yeah.
No dramas. The Crows, last game at home against the Mighty Pies. Where do we go from here?
Game of the week?
Game of the week.
I think that's game of the week.
Yeah, easy to say.
I would say since they're playing at home, the Crows win it. And surely Adelaide, unlike Essendon, tag Nick Dacos. What the hell?
Dangerous Dave, was it?
Yep.
Had Dacos as captain and came cruising with 6 points to win.
I don't want to think about that game yesterday. All right, I don't want to think about it. But let's tag him. I don't understand how he has so much space.
40 touches, and he had at least 3 meters each time when he got to the ball.
He kicked 2 goals in the last quarter. So I guess players to think about Dacos, but surely he gets tagged this week. All right.
We say this every week, and he still doesn't get tagged.
Yeah. Well, other players, I guess, Led and Dawson. Dawson had a bad game. He should step back up. At home, Led now that I brought him in should probably have a bad game now that I brought him in. So I'm going to jinx him for everyone. But there's
great captain choices as well, all 3 of those guys.
Yeah, they were all good captain choices because it's the last game as well, right? And yeah, there'll be good captain choices there.
No dramas. All right, well, I think that segment's done.
Yeah, there's no more games.
There's no more games to go through. Let's go to our challenge for the week.
Yes.
Do you want to tell the viewers what we're thinking of?
Cool. Our challenge this week, which has been suggested by our trusty producer, and he's calling it closest to the pin.
Closest to the pin.
All right. And what that is.
Nearest to the pin.
Okay, well, closest to the pin is pretty good.
It's got a ring to it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, Mr. Producer Man. All right, we'll go nearest to the pin. Okay. So nearest to the pin. And we're going based on Bonds because he scored the highest. He had the high score last week. So all 4 of us, me, you, Chev, and Moose, we are going to be putting a score out, what we think the Bond is going to get this coming week. Okay. And
against the Hawks.
Yes. And the person who suggested the furthest score away from what he scored will have to get the punishment. And the punishment is going to be a spicy one.
Spicy one?
It's a spicy one. So we are going to get this person to either eat this thing we call Crazy Wings.
Oh, no.
All right. Just so some of you guys know, Crazy Wings, if we can get it, it's eating battery acid. You don't even taste anything. It's battery acid. So spicy and you get wrecked from it. Or we can get one of those chips where it's like there's one chip, spicy chips.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So that person is going to eat it before next week's episode.
Live on the channel?
Live as we're talking.
Oh.
Okay. And they're going to have to deal with the consequences during the whole episode.
Those that know me know that I hate chili with a passion. Like, I can't stand it. It kills me.
All right, so that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to put up what we think Bond's score is going to be.
Okay.
So you and I will put up our score.
Yep.
What we think he's going to score. I think he's going to go. Oh, it's pretty little, but I should write it down. Give me a pen. Give me a pen and give me a paper.
Pen. Should have organised this before.
Organise? Why would we organise anything? That's for pros.
I guess that's why we're amateurs.
at everything. All right, so I think he's going to score 148.
148. Wow, that's a monster score.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm going for 124. A little one right there.
148, guys. And we're also going to see Chevs and Musa score.
So have they pre-recorded already? Have
Yep,
they?
we've got a pre-recording because he's not here. Here's going to be their scores.
My number is $125 dues.
Big Bonte against the Hawks, 122.
Okay.
All right, done. So the furthest away, doesn't matter if it's over or under, the furthest away from what he scores next week is the losing
So
player.
say Bond gets 150.
Yep.
You're 148. You're safe.
Yep, I'm safe.
Say if Mus goes 125, Shev goes 130. I'm obviously the lowest, 124. I'm the victim.
You're the furthest away.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, there you go, guys. That's the rules and all that. Bond, I love you, man. Please don't let me down.
I low-key want Chev to lose again.
Why is that?
Chev losing 2 weeks in two challenges in a row. Why not? All right, cool. That's
Oh,
it.
so that's the challenge.
So wait for the challenge next week, guys. Come on, Bond. Do me proud.
All right, well, let's get to our head-to-head games review.
Yep.
Did you want to go first or me?
No, you can go.
Yeah, no worries. So I played the top guy, Keith, Bontosaurus. I lost. I scored 21-41, going down to 21-88. 47-point loss. I can really narrow it down to one person, and I think you know who that person is.
Pick.
Because I pick it. So I've had him for 3 weeks, and it just went from bad to worse. 89, you can stomach that. 39, you're like, it's okay. There's a clip me, railing him up if you want to put that on as well. And then he comes out last week and just gives me 15 points. All I needed was another 47 points on top of that. So about 70 or so, and I would have been safe.
Well, it's your decisions, and we'll get into a little bit about your decisions this year.
Yep.
Which are costing you. So
3 wins, 2 losses. I really need a win this week. I will be boosting as well.
all right, okay. Yep. Cool. All right. And who are you up against?
This week I'm up against Darcy, Uncle Toby's. Darcy. Darcy's second, so I'm really looking to this challenge. I kind of have a peek and had a look at his team. And with my trades, if he doesn't trade, which won't be the case, I should have him covered. But it does come down to the captain.
Well, all right, cool. Well, my team, your team versus Dangerous Dave. And the scores were 2,053 to 2,059.
Ouch.
I had Dawson as my vice, and I had I had Miller as my captain. And as we all know, Miller, even before he got injured, he was scoring badly. So I got 80 out of my captain. I actually, before the Collingwood game happened, I was thinking about. Before the Gold Coast game, I was thinking about changing my captain to Nick Dacos to match Dave because I thought that's what I was going to do, and I just forgot about the time and I mistimed it and I was late by 10 minutes, and then so I had to deal with it, and it came down to yesterday. Brad Scott, Essendon, what are you doing? Like I mentioned before, again, how do you let him score 2 goals in the last quarter and not tag him? And each time he scored the goal, there was no Essendon players within 5 meters of him. So I ended up losing by 5 points, and Dave had Nick Dacos as his captain.
As his captain, so double the points.
Double the points, and he's got me.
I think you mentioned earlier before the podcast you had McGrath as well, was it?
I had McGrath.
And then he just went missing that last quarter.
Well, so I had McGrath, and Dave had Setterfield. And McGrath was beating Setterfield by like 15 points. So McGrath was helping me, right? Helping me keep that little distance because I was leading. And then last quarter, McGrath, number 1 pick. Like, get out of here, mate. Number 1. What kind of number 1 pick is this? He doesn't touch the ball, and Setterfield gets all these handballs, and then and they both scored 76. So I lose to Dangerous Dave. Stuff you, mate. And that's it. I should have had a really good week this week. I thought I was going to score well, but because of those captain choices, No good for me, so I lost the game. All right.
We already mentioned Chev had a win, his first win, which was good. Our producer had a win as well. Congrats to you, Vish.
First win. We got 2 first wins.
So all our coaches have won a game now, which is good. keep the comp interesting, I guess.
Wait, and who did Vish beat? Vish beat Till.
Did you beat Till? Did you? Wow, that's a big win.
Till.
I
Sorry, Till.
don't think he's gonna follow Supercoach anymore right now.
I don't think he's ever gonna. I think he's gonna leave our WhatsApp group.
Looks like we've got another buy round for that round when we play.
Oh, it's true.
All right, well, with that out the way, let's look at our ladder
Yep.
and our total points and all that. We'll mention the other guys as well. Bold Hero Moose is sitting 5th with 10,990 total points.
Yep.
So that's not too bad.
What's his overall?
Overall points?
Not overall ranking.
I can get that. I took a screenshot to be honest.
Oh, I got it. I got it here.
Can you grab that out?
Yeah, I got it here. The ranking here will be, yep. So we got Moose, Bald Hero. His overall ranking is 21,384.
That's pretty good. He's trending down.
Yeah. Yourself, sitting in 8th.
Jebediah.
Well, I don't know. We're still waiting for our Polish viewers here.
Please come out and tell us what it means.
And you're sitting in 8th in our comp, and overall 26,987. Chev Neal, after a big week, highest score for the league,
350, I think it was.
2353. He moved up 8 spots, I think, 6 spots. So he's now overall though ranking is 30,729, and myself, your team, and I am 35,789, and our trusted producer there, Darth Vader, sitting 15th in our league, and he overall ranking is 48,477.
Jeez.
He's proud of that.
You've come down, haven't you? From 100,000, I think it was.
He's proud of that. So that's our over rankings there.
Yep.
For our league. Doing not bad.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right. So before we finish up, we spoke about your decisions this year, the first 6-7 rounds. I want to show you a clip of what happened in our second episode. So I want you to have a quick look, and we'll have it here for everyone else to have a look at what you mentioned. So
He doesn't have any horse players.
No, mate. Stuff him.
I'm asking how you feel about it.
Stuff him. I don't feel anything about him. Didn't even look at him.
Oh, like you said.
He's here. He's funky.
He had a good season. He had a really good season, but yeah. What's he worth?
478.
478.
He's going to be the main midfielder there.
You're going to bring in John Newcomb at 478.
I don't have him in my team.
No Tom Mitchell.
You're going to have him in your team at 478.
Yep.
You've lost already.
So that was you guaranteeing our viewers, our supporters out there, that you were going to bring in John Newcomb at the start of the season. And what did you do?
I didn't bring him in.
And he's doing quite well at the moment.
Well, if you look at his stats, he's only averaging 94 for the season,
Only?
and he's only 31st for the midfielders. So I think I've done pretty well. For not selecting
Have
him.
you though? Have you? I would like to show you another clip.
Yeah.
Of another. So Newcomb was a non-decision, and this is probably a decision that you made.
Mhm.
And I would like to show you this. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Even is, where is it? Minus 24, mind you. He's projected to go 74 points, could make 44k. This is, guys, seriously, a major trading option this week or
Major.
the week after. So definitely put it
Now
on
it's
your
a
watch
major
list.
trade out
How do you feel
decision.
about that, Chef?
I don't. Nothing me.
Still out? You?
He played West Coast. You know what I mean? With a team that had 8 changes from previous week. Means nothing.
Moose?
I think he's going to be up and down all season, so it's no from me.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you guys now.
Our podcast said no. No to Pickett.
So the breaking even panelists said no because I pick it. Then the centre bounce. I went out there.
Wait. I have this as well. Let's have a
What
look.
is it? Well, the centre bounce, another YouTube channel. They always go live, and I happened to jump in and ask the guys. Roll the tape.
Your boy Huss Callahan to Cozzy Pickett. Overall thoughts for Cash Gen. To Cozzy.
Cozzy Pickett has
Tim
only
Cozzy.
played one game, Huss.
Supercoach DL was so
Waiting a
confused.
week to see how we go.
It's a no for me.
I like Callahan out, but not necessarily to Cozzy.
So essentially, 2 podcasts. Our very own panelists said no. The centre bounce, they also said no. And what did you do?
I picked him up.
And as we know, the rest is history.
He went from bad to worse.
The rest is
week-
history.
First week he goes 89. Second week he goes 39. Third week he goes 15. And a loss for my side. You're out, Cozzy. See you later, mate. You're done.
So for the rest of the year, we are not trusting anything who says. All right, nothing ever. So anything he says, just ignore it.
You got any calls for us?
Pick Hawth on 40 plus.
It's been fun. It's been
Yeah,
fun.
it's
It's been fun doing it with you alone.
Definitely, I've really enjoyed this one as well.
Yep. Cool.
Yep.
Thank you. And guys, remember, thank you for watching. And remember to comment, subscribe, and I always get this one wrong.
Hit the notification button.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember how to
ding
ding ding.
ding ding. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.
See you guys.